they are a part of the brothers, because I feel like they really wind one up, and the brothers would be here in this world. So I do feel that there is a feeling of me where these little girls are a little cheeky and they love to aggravate the brother very much so. Yeah. And I know that as I stand there, children never come in. They never come in on their own, never. And I feel like there is a nan that equally does come very forward for me. Does that make sense? Would you understand of them being very much, even though I want to say true, that their names are still very much imprinted. So they would have been named even though maybe you never got to love them as much as, and as long as you would have wanted. Would that be fair?
Yeah.
Would you see that they would, your son, you've got a son here?
Yeah.
Because I tell you what, he gets aggravated by them. That's what I'm going to say. And I do know that there is a sense of them where he has got such a vibrant energy, and as I look at the little girls, and I know that they was loved because I can feel that in my own heart, I really feel that Nan is the one bringing them forward for you today. Because I feel like she's saying to you that she wants you to know that they can get up to whatever they like, because I feel like she literally lets them run amok away, but I know that she equally would love them and keep them on the straight and narrow as much as she could as well. Would there be like a birthday, or would there be something around now that would need celebrating?
Yes.
Would that to do with the little ones, or to do with your little one? Say no.
Both.
Probably no. Because I felt as though I just kept seeing blooms all behind you. So I know that there is a feeling and an acknowledgement of saying to you that they are very much knowing that they are being very thought of and still loved.
We celebrate the day that we lost her with a party from my son. It would have been his twin.
It's his twin, but okay, because I feel like there is a feeling of her just saying that thank you for still remembering me, because I know that blooms was really significant. So if you celebrate it for your son, know that her soul is so connected to him.
I let the balloon off for her about a week after the party, and I said,
Sorry, no.
I just let it off and I went, no, you come and tell me. Tell me that you've got the balloon.
And that's what she's done for you. So it's like she's saying to you that even though she was never meant to stay, she knew how much she was loved. And for me, that speaks volumes about spirit, because she just kept saying, mum, 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 and that's how I feel like that. So I know that she is cheeky though. I know you don't know this, but if you get things moved at home, I'll tell you, it's her being naughty. But it's a funny thing, because I feel like you can't tell her off, can you? So I know that, but I feel like she always comes in, but she sits there very much, and I know that she's grabbing your hand. So I'd say to you that you must get a feeling of her holding that as well with her. So I just know that, like I said, her little soul is safe in your nan's keeping, and I know that I feel like she's just saying to you, do you know what? Just know that I will always, one day we'll all be back together, but until then, that little girl, your little brother's got the most beautiful guardian angel, and that is his sister. And I know that she will forever look over and watch over him and take him to the next level. And I just feel like my heart is just, I feel so sad, and I'm like, they normally keep the really sad ones to the end, but I just feel like, I think it's lovely because you've been connected with her, but I would say to you, you're the best mum. And I know that, and I know that she still feels very blessed and lucky within her own heart self. And you've still got her little outfit, would you understand, or a blanket or something? Because I feel like I keep seeing things being folded very much so within that space as well. So do know that, and know that she is absolutely still, again, being very much, but she hangs out with all the kids. She's hanging out with all the children, so I know that. But like I said, there's just lots of kisses. And I don't even think your nan's in much rush. I feel like it's more about you having your little girl back today. But I would say to you that your nan is equally looking lovely and standing there very much so. Your granddad ain't far behind, but he can't get a word in edgeways with her. She's the boss. She's a bit like that. So I know that she's the boss, and she's the one who takes very much charge. But I love that with your nan, and I know that she's got all the fighting spirit within her. And I know she wraps you. So are you connected as well? Because I know that as she was wrapping you up, she wrapped you up as well. So I know that she's absolutely loving both of you. And I felt like she put a massive love out around both of you and said, they're my girls, they're my girls.
Yeah.
And I know
she
that.
used to call us,
That's what she's saying. And I know that you make her so proud. And she's got the biggest grin for you, biggest grin. And I feel like, but would you understand? So the lady in the green, is it? Yeah. So, what's your name, sorry? Nicola.
Nicola.
I'm just in a beautiful bad hearing, because I know that as she sort of comes in and steps forward, she makes me feel like she's been giving you a lot of support, because I feel like things have been a little bit bumpy for you, and she said, I just need her to know that with the fight that you're having, that you are not going through it on your own, but there is still a lot of emotion within you. Would that make sense? Yeah. And I feel like there's a lot of things that maybe you're not getting to say that you want to say, that I feel like is driving you a little bit mad. Yeah. And like I said, I know if your nan could, she'd say a lot, you know, because for me, once she gets on her aisles, there's no getting her off. No. And I feel like that, but I just want you to know that she very much is coming in just to say, I just need her to know that I am supporting her and I'm taking her hands to lead her through it, because you never ever let go of hers when she needed it the most. And I know that, and she said, you know what, I was the luckiest lady because my family meant the world to me, and I know that. And I feel like for me, and I know we've just spoke of birthdays and I know that, but there's something that you've got with Nan's handwriting on it. Do you understand that?
No. I have.
Oh, you have. I was going to say someone else, because I can see her fancy handwriting going in front of me. So I know that there is a feeling of that as well. So, like I said, just know that Nan is there. She's fighting your corner always. She's blowing kisses to you, and like I said to you, you'll always be our girls in her world. And I think that that is what's important. You know, your granddad just looks lovely. That's all I can say about him, really, because I think that is just him. But she's well, and I know that, and I just think he's not really that worried in stepping forward, but he loves you nevertheless. Is that fair? Good luck, ladies. I'm so sorry about the little but please know that she is still as gorgeous as she was the day that you had to sadly let her go. But know that her little heart and her soul is still very much connected to your family, and she will grow in very much in the energy of your soul. So thank you for working with me, and I'll say God bless. Thank you.